everybody.
Hi.
My name is Danielle, and this is my fantastic health care team.
I'm Jane.
I'm Leah.
We also had another teammate who's not here right now, but
Her name is Erica. She's
awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So basically we built a cross-platform app for Android or iOS, and the focus of this app is simply to help you with your period, and not just people like me and my experience, but also homeless women as well. So our focus was to try to make a app that had a social impact, not only for my experience, because obviously I know my experience well, but I also think that there's a huge population of homeless women in this area, particularly San Francisco, San Jose, the Bay Area, that are in serious need of products and they don't get the products that they need, and that causes them to have extreme health issues. There's reuse issues that happen because feminine products are very expensive. We all know that, and that's a problem for them, obviously. Like, that's the difference between you eating or you getting a tampon. Like, what are you gonna choose? I'm gonna eat, right? So that's a problem, and we're trying to help people like myself and my team help those women as well, so we can all help. So that was kind of the inspiration for one side of the app. Jane, do you want to talk about the inspiration for the user
Yeah,
side?
I mean, I think we both had ideas. So the idea was kind of a collaboration of like different ideas on the team. So we thought that we know that like in social work there's definitely a problem where there aren't enough feminine hygiene problems for homeless women, and that's like a health hazard and also just sucks for quality of life. And yeah, but then also when something happens to women as well, and so I thought that I think that like I'm sure that every woman has had an experience where you have your period and you weren't caught unawares, and so you have to either text somebody or yell in the bathroom like, is anybody else here? So we thought like if there was an app that could like just kind of streamline this process, maybe it could be a little less scary or daunting for you if you're in that position. So we wanted to make an app that like is relatable to all women and can help in this like thing that I think everybody has at one point in time needed help with.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jane. Cool. So the mission, of course, is to create a platform where empowering women to help other women, so focusing on women-to-women aid. So giving us a platform to really give each other assistance when it's actually needed in that moment, and to help other women in their times of the month of need. So that's our mission. And I think we did a great job with the help of several other people that gave us a lot of context and gave us some perspective on both sides of the coin for us, as far as people like myself, but also women that are dealing with homelessness. So thank you so much to Balsamic for this beautiful wireframe. This was super cool. So also love them.
Yeah.
First time we ever used it, and we were all really geeking out the entire time. We were like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Because we've always done like whiteboard wireframes, and we're like drawing stuff, and I am not an artist, but I'm really great at clicking and dragging. So the initial MVP features for our app was, of course, a map with women who need help. So you can see on our map here, you have little icons of women that are on the map. So this would basically find your geolocation for where the user is. And then if a woman sends out an SOS in the app saying that they need help in the bathroom, they need a product or something, they can send out an SOS and they will show up on your map. So if you're nearby them, you can find them. All right, and then of course the next thing, the next focus was a map to help you find places where you can drop off feminine products. So one of the things we actually were talking about was the fact that I would walk around in San Francisco, and I guarantee you I've probably passed by 3 places where I could have been like, I have tampons in my purse. Like, I carry them all the time. Not on my period right now. I can totally drop these off and give them to somebody. I don't mind. Like, I don't care, I'm happy to do that, but this is how I walk in San Francisco, right? Like, I walk with my head down, but the focus of the app is to ping the user to say, you are this many feet away from a drop-off point. Do you want to drop off a feminine product at this place? That way, you have the opportunity to create social change, even in a very small step. Because you giving that one tampon that means nothing to you could literally save somebody's life, and it's really powerful. So then, of course, the map finds the user's location. We have a chat box that allows you to chat. So the chat box is specifically for the woman-to-woman communication in the bathroom. Do you want to talk about that at all? You want me to keep going?
Let's keep going.
Okay. All right. So basically, the chat box was a feature that focuses on when you click on one of the little red women. So basically, it will pop up with a chat box that says, "Hey, I'm at Phil's. I need help. I don't have a tampon. Just started my period. Can you help me out?" And then somebody can respond and say, "I got you. I'm on my way. Coming to you right now." The beauty of that is that the focus is to meet in the women's bathroom. That way, it can be a safe space for both women. Kind of gets rid of any weird potential situations. Obviously, looking for women nearby, and then the push notification.
We thought we could also do push notifications on or off. We didn't actually get that far.
Yeah, that's what the little toggle. There's a toggle up at the top that you see, but
yeah, it would be to
I get that far.
yeah, so that especially if you're walking around, sometimes you want to be notified of everybody around you, and sometimes that can be something that you opt into.
Yeah, absolutely. Something you may not want to ventilate.
If I'm in a meeting, I don't need to hear what's going on in the back.
That is true. All right.
So yeah, a little about our tech stack and what we use. We use React Native front end, which is really fun to use most of the time. Once you get it working, it's really awesome.
We're all new to that.
Yeah, very new. But yeah, so we use React Native for front end, Ruby on Rails back end, and you can see the map that we use, which is React Native map view, and then Sendbird for chat box, and of course GitHub.
Yeah, GitHub.
We were thinking about possibly in the future. Right now, for today's app, we hard-coded in some women's shelters and homeless shelters, but we thought that in the future we could also possibly integrate with Yelp's app or API and have it be typing in and finding those for us. But for the presentation today, they just hard-coded.
Yeah. And then additional features that we were also looking for, just to kind of piggyback off of that, was also to get the items that those shelters truly need. So of course you can drop off, whatever product that you happen to have on you, but also it would, if you click on it, then it would give you a list of items that particular shelter really needs at that time. So you can be informed about that as well.
And also shout out to Ruby for suggesting that.
Where's Ruby?
Hey,
Ruby!
Thanks, Ruby.
Thanks for that, Ruby. Giving us some solid context. All right, so now we are going to show you our app. Yay! Momentarily. You want to cue the music?
Kind of slow. This is my first time using Xcode and React Native, and apparently it takes some memory.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, so here's our beautiful iOS app. Alrighty. So, real small. Here we go. There we go. That's great. Thanks, Jane. Cool. So, basically, this should pop up a keyboard, generally, when you click on something in your phone, but sometimes it's not so nice to us with Xcode, so there should be a keyboard here that you would normally see on your phone.
I was there 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
On what's there.
For the maps, this can track where you're at, and then these would be women who would also be other users. And then you can also click on these. Possibly we could make it so that you could, so this one says what it is. This is the Salvation Army, and then you can hide it there. So if you click on things, then there's some interactivity for what they want. So that could be where if you click on a shelter or something, you can say, also we need this and this and this if you haven't. And then the women, if you click on it, then maybe they could also open up this chat.
And then, of course, further than that is once you decide that you want to go to that place, it would open up the mapping system for you. We just didn't quite get that far. All right.
So it's a pretty simple app.
Awesome.
But it has some functionality that I think is really helpful to, very useful.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, so